Born in what year?
1914.
1914.
I was born in 1914 in Bridgeport, Alabama. And my father got killed on the railroad where he worked. And my mother moved to Chatanooga because she thought with her children they would get a better education in the schools. And so she moved up there when I was about 6 months old, and that's where I grew up, in Chatanooga. And I lived there until I moved to Florida when I was 60 years old.
Now, I understand your dad got a settlement from the railroad, and that gave your mom enough money to put you guys through school?
Right.
Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, when he got killed and she moved to Chatanooga, she got a good attorney, and he sued the railroad for each child and also for my mother. And that way she had enough income to raise us. And I guess she did the best she could. We turned out pretty good.
Now, how many siblings do you have? How many brothers, sisters?
I had one brother, and he was the oldest. And he's been gone for a number of years. He was the first one to pass away. And then I had two half-sisters and one whole sister, like my brother, and my oldest sister. And then my mother remarried, and she had two girls. So they are my half-sisters. And there's only one living now. And she's in a rest home up in South Carolina.
Now, your dad, your second dad, your stepdad, owned a carpet mill, was it?
No, that was my husband.
Oh, okay.
No, he worked in decorating homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And your husband?
I married George Collins in 1934, and we had two girls, and Patricia and Linda. And Patricia passed away about 8 years ago, but Linda's still around.
And, Arnell, can you tell us a little bit about how you met my dad originally? And
Yes, I met him in a nursing home, and his wife was very ill, and he would come over to see her, and that's how I met Julie.
And how did he finally ask you to become his friend and go out?
Well, he called me one night after I had gotten home. I worked in the nursing home and wanted to know if I had eaten my dinner, and I told him no. And he says, well, why don't we go out and eat? And I said, that's fine. So I met him at the Flaming Pit. That was the name of the restaurant. And they specialized in chicken. So I met him there, and from there on, we went out quite a bit.
And you became good friends over the years?
We became very good friends over the years, and he suggested that I go to New Jersey and meet his son and his wife and the rest of his family. And I did, and we've been friends for about 20 years.
And now everybody thinks you're the grandma. all the grandchildren and the children. Right?
Yeah, all the little ones think I'm their grandma because they never did know their grandmother.
Right.
And I feel like a grandmother to them.
Well, you certainly are. So now tell us a little bit more about your experience with the Rapoport family, because that's the past 20 years.
Yeah.
And how we got to where we are today.
Yeah, well, we became good friends. We got along good, and with Julie's children and his grandchildren, and I feel like they belong to me.
There you go. Tell me about how we got to Las Vegas and how Michael made this massive thing for you, Michael Rapoport. Where did he first promise you a party on your 100th birthday? Do you remember when?
Yes, when Andrew and Sarah got married. At the wedding, Michael said when I got to be 100, he was taking me to Vegas. And he's lived up to it. He's true to his word. So here I am in Vegas.
Now, you know, it's funny because every year you kept on telling us on your birthday to remind Michael what?
To remind Michael I'm getting older.
Closer to the 100, right?
Yeah, I'm getting closer to the 100.
And not to forget his promise, right? Is that
Right.
That was right. That's what it was all about, right?
So here I am in Vegas on my 100th birthday.
Now where are we? We're at the beautiful Wynn Hotel.
We're
in Las Vegas.
yes, we're in the Wynn Hotel, a gorgeous hotel. Rooms are all beautiful. The lobby and the flowers are out of this world.
And what about each night? I mean, you know, he had what, 25 people, members of the family and friends come?
Yeah, he invited a lot of people, and especially his family, and some of my family. We all met at the hotel, and each night we've been together celebrating.
So you've had basically 3 birthday cakes already, right? Because
Oh,
we had
yeah.
3 nights here, right?
And I had a birthday party before I left Pompano Beach, where I live now, and here I am in Vegas, another party.
Now, last night was a big party, right? At STK restaurant, and you were dancing, and you were doing shots, I guess, with the guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we had dancing last night, and all ages joined in. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're gonna see that in the video.
Yeah.
And as far as this trip goes and your 100th, I understand Michael made another promise to you the other night when you're 105, right?
Yeah.
He says when you reach 105, where was he going to take you?
I don't know yet.
He said any place in the world, right?
Yeah.
And then he also said, if I recall, at 110. Where was he going to take you?
Hold on right now. Molly. Hold on right now, guys. Hold on. At 110, where do you want to go in the world? And by the way, at 110, it could be outer space.
Anywhere in the universe he was going to take you, right?
Yeah,
At
well,
110.
I'll choose Europe. I've been to
Well,
there.
that's 105. You can choose Europe for that, but you're going to have to choose another planet or something when you reach 110.
I don't think I'll have to worry about that.
There you go. So I guess this was really a great experience for you, right?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really expect it, right? And
No, I really didn't think that he would even remember it. But you see, the kids wouldn't let him forget it.
And Alyssa helped out a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
In getting everything together. She did a great job, and
She did.
coordinating everything.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and everybody was so happy. It's a wonderful thing to be able to get the whole family together on such a joyous occasion.
I think everyone had a great time.
Well, we thank you, for being such a great friend to the family for the past 20 years. I can tell you, my father, I don't know if he would have been around as many years without you. You've always stepped up and helped Dad, and if he needed medical attention or had to go to a doctor, you're still driving at 100 years old, and you were able to take Dad and care for him for so many years, and he truly loved you.
Well, he was a nice guy, and it was my pleasure.
Well, it's a wonderful thing. I got to tell you, my dad in his life had 2 special women, my mom and his beautiful friend Arnell. So we're so happy to have you part of our family and part of our lives for the past 20 years.
Oh, thank you.
And we're so happy to be able to celebrate this very joyous birthday with you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, all right. Thank
It's
you.
been a great birthday.
Well, so you're on your way back to Florida,
Right.
and we'll see you probably when we get down there the next time.
Yeah, well, don't wait too long.
Okay. Arnell, thank you very much for everything, and thank you for taking your time to be on camera right now.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay, dear.
you.